I wanted to come on tonight and talk a little bit more about what's going on with our federal lands and the fact that Project 2025 laid out exactly what they intend to do. And so far, every EO has followed Project 2025 to a T. I have every reason to believe that they intend to follow suit with our national parks and federally protected lands. This is so terrifying to me. In full disclosure, every time I read about this and learn more about it, I've just been sobbing. This is something that cannot be undone. So, Project 2025 suggests revisiting and potentially rolling back protections established by previous administrations. This includes reviewing national monuments designated under the Antiquities Act with the aim of reducing their size or eliminating protections to facilitate resource extraction activities such as mining and drilling. For instance, the plan references the downsizing of Bears Ears during the last DJT administration as courageous in indicating a willingness to pursue similar measures in the future. As far as national forests and grasslands, the plan advocates for a shift in forest management practices, emphasizing proactive management that does not rely heavily on controlled burns. This approach aims to address concerns about wildfires becoming a primary vegetation management tool in national forests and grasslands. As far as land grabs and privatization, Project 2025 includes proposals to sell off public lands, a move that has been met with criticism from conservation groups. They argue that such actions would prioritize corporate interests over public land conservation, potentially leading to increased privatization and reduced public access to natural resources. In summary, Project 2025 outlines a vision for public lands that includes reducing protections for national parks and monuments, altering forest management practices, and promoting the sale of public lands, all of which have raised concerns among conservationists and environmental advocates. So the key proposals are the privatization of public lands, the transferring of federal lands to state or private ownership, potentially leading to increased resource extraction and reduced public access, reduced environmental protections. By selling public lands, the plan could diminish protections against activities like mining, drilling, and logging, potentially harming ecosystems and wildlife habitats. The implications would be a loss of public access, environmental degradation, and economic impact. Public lands contribute to the economy through tourism and recreation. Privatization could affect these economic benefits. I spent years living in the Estes Park, Colorado area, which is a gateway community to Rocky Mountain National Park. Rocky Mountain National Park sees 4 million annual visitors a year. That entire town's economy is based off the tourism of that national park. We're not just talking about, um, small impacts on the economy. We're talking about entire communities, economies going under. Those towns could no longer exist as they do now without the tourism of these national parks. They told us exactly what they wanted to do. They told us exactly what they wanted to do. They laid it all out. And part of the voters, a portion of the voters were so gullible that they let that man say he'd never even heard of Project 2025 and voted for this. They voted for this. Once this is done, we can't go back. We can't go back. In less than 300 years, we have completely altered our world, our globe, to the point of no return. And what little we have left that's protected, what little we have left, they're now going after because billions and billions of dollars aren't enough for them. They want to squeeze us dry. I can't. I cannot. This has pushed me so far over the edge the last couple of days. So far over the edge. I'm really, really trying to keep my vibration high. But this has been a lot.